because I'm basically eating lots of protein. So I love these egg life wraps. This was egg life wraps with the oven roasted breast from Trader Joe's, which only has 2 ingredients. It only has turkey and salt and a little vinegar. So very clean if you're gonna do meat. Highly recommend. So this was lunch today, guys. 2 of these, 4 pieces of this, no mayonnaise. So it's starting to get a little less exciting, but I'm still cooking some steak with butter. Last night we celebrated my nephew's 6th day and my brother's birthday because they go hand in hand. Of course, they brought in pizza. They had, so I didn't partake in any of that. I just cooked up my steak and watched everybody enjoy their pizza. But my dinner was super full. I pretty much had steak every day since December 1st, and eggs every morning. And then sometimes I have lunch, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have a piece of salmon. So for any of you who are about what I'm eating, that's really what I'm eating. Want something sweet? I have a piece of fruit. It's really been oranges. It's been all about oranges lately. That's like what I'm craving. So that's what I'm having. Occasionally I have, very occasionally, I haven't had in a long time, keto cocoa from Giant Sports Nutrition, which you can get on Amazon. Very low carb. It's no sugar. It's got 1.5 grams carb. Some MCT oil. Very, very, very tasty. Okay, so I wanted to keep it short and sweet today, but update you after 2 years of reverse dieting, gaining 30 pounds to put on some muscle, really going for it with the food, being sloppy with the food, to be honest with you. I really started to cut seriously after Thanksgiving, and I'm pleased to report I'm back in the 140s. So I'm going to share some pictures with the TikTok folks. I don't, oh yes, I have pictures on Instagram that I posted. So, and like, this be super vulnerable for me because I don't like getting in a bathing suit anyway. But this photo of me in a bathing suit is from my first posing class online with my poses, and we're just practicing standing in the shoes because I can't look in these heels. I'm so terrified of like walking across this stage and falling. So yeah. And fortunately, transformation is a division that like anybody can participate in. You don't need to look like a professional bodybuilder, which I certainly will not at the end of this cut. Negative, I just like, come on, like, I want to get a lot leaner. My body fat was really high when I started. It was like 35%. It went up to 38%. I think we're down to at least 30%, although I can't verify that accurately because I haven't done a DEXA yet. I do plan to do one closer to my show date because the DEXAs are like $200. So saving my pennies for like being really motivated by the result at the end. So yeah, so I weighed in today at 149. When I first started the reverse, fluctuating between 143 and 148. I would have to do like a 3-day fast, get back down to 143. So it's kind of like on my way there, and then I would eat some food and just go back to 148. But although my food choices are very limited, I'm still getting a good amount of food. So although I have like some lower calorie days overall, I just take myself right back up to 2,400 calories. I've had 2,800 refeed days. This seems to be working for me really well. So for any of you who are over dieted, you've tried all the things, you've gone up and down, because I was gaining 20 pounds, you know, in cycles. But then I just kind of got stuck, right? Like approaching menopause, it's like over dieted, slowing my thyroid down. Definitely, I know it's unusual to say you're like not eating enough food, but I really like genuinely wasn't eating enough food, but I was eating enough food to not look anorexic, if you know what I mean. So by body composition, when you do that, you just get fatter. That's literally what happens. It's you, your percentage of body fat just gets higher because you're not strength training. You're not sending the signal that you're feeding your body enough food to have muscle. In America today, most people are under muscled. Less than 50% of Americans are exercising, like they're not even working out at all. But that's half the population is actually doing some kind of exercise. Then 75% are getting what's called adequate exercise, and I think that number is around like 150 minutes per week. So, you know, if I could go back and talk to my younger self, I would tell her to start a very good strength training program and be consistent with it, because ultimately that's the thing that changes your body composition the most. Not all the like tons of hardcore cardio things that I did and couldn't really stay consistent with, because let's say you go out for a 5-mile run and then you're very sore and you can't walk for 2 weeks. That's not a really good way to go about your exercise. So I have challenged myself to do this transformation show where I'm going to get on a stage, put on a bathing suit, and get the spray tan and the whole thing. And it's very uncomfortable for me, very, very uncomfortable for me. But hopefully the process not only, Phoenix Hen 16 says, you got this, Kristina. Good luck with this current phase and congrats on your success today. I really you saying that. Thank you. So like emotionally, I would say the weight gain part was like not fun. It was great to eat more food. There are a lot of you out there that do need to eat more food, and then you just need to trust the process and train. But I have to say, like, if you want to look a certain way, you have to really dive in very specifically, and if you don't know what you're doing, you need a coach. You need someone to guide you through the process. For me, a lower carb diet works really well. I have a tendency for high blood sugar, for insulin resistance. So for me, focusing on protein and fat is very satisfying. I like food. It's easy. I don't have the crazy sugar cravings. I don't miss anything. So yeah, I can take that off. So does anyone have any questions out there for me? Because I'm not a pro bodybuilder. I'm going to be stepping on a stage for the very first time. Completely terrified. Maybe some of you out there have experience and want to give me advice. So I'm totally willing to hear your advice or your questions. Please let me know. I don't see any questions here, but oh, there is a question. Okay, let's see. Oh, Dumplin is asking, what is your opinion on carnivore? Yeah, okay, so I have carnivore friends, and for me, I always thought it was too difficult to do and lacked the fiber, lacked the color. So my position has changed on this. You have to eat the diet that makes you feel the best, and is going to give you better outcomes. We know we need essential amino acids in our diet, and we need essential fatty acids in our diet. So, you know, you can get the nutrition you need through doing a carnivore diet. Even within the carnivore community, however, they're all doing it slightly differently. So I'm kind of just doing more animal based because, you know, I don't think all the carnivores are eating fruits. Some are, like former carnivore Paul Saladino. I'm also not eating 300 grams of carbohydrates. Still, like, very low, very, very low. It's definitely under 50 grams, sometimes under 20 for the day. So it just depends. You have to do what's right for your body. It's like what I'm super passionate about is helping people identify what is right for their biochemistry. I do see that because we have an insulin resistance problem in this country, that most people do actually respond really well to a lower carbohydrate diet, but it doesn't mean you can have them or you shouldn't have them forever, or you can't cycle them, you know, in your plan, in your weekly plan. So I'm not dogmatic about any. The only one thing is personally, I don't love plant-based. Plant-based for me personally, I broke 2 bones when I went vegan. Not a super big fan of that. We do, like I said, we do need protein in our diet, and the most bioavailable protein is animal protein. There are some very successful plant-based who get adequate protein, but I wouldn't be one of them. So any other questions out there? I'm open to any questions. My show is April 25th at Mohegan Sun. You know, it would be nice to get down to like 20% body fat. We'll see. Probably gonna have to do like lots more cardio at this point, in addition to a caloric deficit. But I think one of the things I'm nervous about is like taking calories so low and then having my thyroid slow down again. Like it was 2 years ago when I was put on medicine, but then came off the medicine when I increased my food. Your metabolism will adapt like within 4 days. Like if sorry, I don't mean it adapts that fast. Your thyroid will slow down in 4 days. I think it's like a 2-week period, but there's so many confusing things about our metabolism. I'm not sure anyone knows 100,000% for sure what goes on with our metabolism. I do know that from doing this reverse diet journey, having added some muscle to my body, that my composition is better at this weight, at this 149, which is similar to where I started a little over 2 years ago, and body fat percentage is lower. And I just the other day I fit into a dress that I wore to my brother's wedding in 2012, which is, I think, kind of cool, kind of a big deal. But I weighed 20 pounds. I was 130 pounds when I attended his wedding, and now, you know, basically 149 pounds. So hopefully some of that, you know, that's muscle, right? Some of it should help. So we have a request to be in my live. I don't know. Should I bring this person on? Brian, can you shoot me a little note? Tell me why you want to join my live. Are you a bodybuilder? Like, do you have some advice for me? I'd love to know. Any questions for me, guys? Do you want to keep hearing about these updates? I don't know. What would you like to know about? This week I will be meeting up with my posing coach. He also is like helping me with mindset and confidence, which is kind of, you know, big thing when you're, you know, displaying your stuff on stage. and I'd like to have more confidence, just like I think anyone would. So I'm gonna be seeing him in person, and maybe we'll do a short little live of what we're doing in person. Keep you posted, because that could be kind of fun for see what I'm doing. Dumplin says yes to the updates, very interesting. Under 3 months, yes, yep, for sure. So Dumplin, are you doing a show as well? Are you a bodybuilder? So send me. Oh, Brain wants to know a little background about myself. Oh, sure, Brain. Okay. So my name is Kristina Hess. I am a clinical nutritionist, licensed dietitian, and I have a private practice. I am based in Connecticut, but I do a lot of telehealth ever since the pandemic. My work is actually mostly telehealth. And so I work with people from all over the country. I even have some international clients. But my specialty is clinical. So I do a lot of lab testing in my practice. I have tests all over the office here. I do genetic testing, the nutrigenomics testing. I do age testing, so like DNA methylation, epigenetic testing, organic acid test your urine, test your metabolism, test your omega-3 levels, test your stool, test your microbiome. Osvaldo, do you mind passing me that test? So have new exciting, I'm always trying new tests too. No, the one in the yellow, thanks. Yeah, so this is a new test, so I'm always trying new tests. And this is a gut microbiome test from Enjoy. So I will be trying out, because I'm open to offering the best tests. I used to do one kind of food sensitivity test, and do the PAD dietary antigen test, because it tests 4 different immune pathways. So I'm going to be doing this stool test on myself, and then maybe it's something that I'll be sharing with you guys. See if stool testing. And there's a lot of value in knowing all about your own biochemistry. So that's my specialty. So the whole bodybuilding thing, specialty. So Robert Sykes, who's a friend, a colleague in the low carb space, his handle is Keto Savage. He attended a conference a couple years ago, and he also came last year, and we ended up conversing about how my body composition was not where I wanted it to be, and how did he elicit such great results for his clients, and that's his specialty. So when he told me I should reverse diet, and I should eat more and gain some weight and add some muscle, there was just something about it that rang true, like, okay, I'm working really hard at this, like, not eating too much, and it's not working for me. So that's what happened there. That's the history of that. And I think it's unfortunate, because a lot of women are told to always be smaller, and size. And yes, I'm stereotyping here, but the teenage guys are trying to get bigger. They're trying to get bigger and stronger, and so they're encouraged to eat more, and the messaging is that's smaller. And so although I came up in a time like the Jane Fonda time, like the time of step class and cardio, and high intensity boot camps and stuff. And as fun as that kind of exercise is, it doesn't really change your body composition in such a way that just pure strength training really does. So I realized in the past couple of years that I really enjoy powerlifting. A true barbell back squat, bench press, and deadlifts are my absolute favorite. Now my training, what it looks like is it's 6 days a week, but instead of like during my build, I was doing really long training sessions, 90 minutes minimum, and with lots of breaks and stuff, like heavy stuff. Now it's just higher reps and short and sweet, and I go in and it's like half an hour to 45 minutes max, and but there's a frequency to it. So anyway, that's the update there, and I will be back to share more as I continue on for this April journey, and it's an uncomfortable journey, all of it. It's all uncomfortable, but I will keep sharing, and hopefully it will help somebody, you know. All right, well, thanks for tuning in, and you know, thanks for joining. Oh, I have a question. Oh, okay. Yes. So someone asked, how do you take consultations? Yeah, that's, you know, bread and butter for me. So if you do want a consultation, you can click the link in my bio. You can visit my website, thriveresultscoaching.com. Do consultations. I have accountability programs, so we can do all the lab testing and go over it. So those are all things that I offer, and that's how I make money. So I'd be happy to support you in your health journey, and you know, if you're looking to be a bodybuilder, I'm not your person. novice at this journey. But if you are looking to optimize, you really want, you know, better eyeballs on your biochemistry, yes, I am your person for sure. So again, thanks for tuning in. I will be back on all these channels, and we will talk soon. Okay. Be well, everybody. Thank you.